friends, good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Holistic Lifestyle, Holistic Wellness Workshop today. And first we'll be doing meditation for 15-20 minutes. After that, we will discuss about the holistic wellness, and especially today, holistic lifestyle part 2. We'll be discussing about the lifestyle techniques and food style, all the things, further things. We already discussed about out of 10 principles of holistic living, we have discussed and we completed about 3 till now, and 7 more are there. Today we'll try to cover all the 7. Okay. Before going to the discussion, before going to the subject, let's go to the meditation now. Let's sit in the meditation. Right. Sit comfortably. Sit straight. Back erected. Cross your legs. Cross your fingers into fingers. Then around you, of course, you can have very less amount of lighting. Drink some water, little water before meditation every time, even in the house also. When you are doing, before go to meditation, drink some water and sit in the meditation. That will help a lot. Now slowly close your eyes, gently close your eyes and start observing the breath. Your natural, simple, tender, smooth, tranquil, peaceful, loving breath, harmonious breath. Just go on, observe it. Natural flow breath. Do not think anything, just go on observe the breath. If you get any thoughts, cut the thoughts right away. Cut the thoughts right away and come back to the breath observation. It's so simple meditation. Very effective and simple meditation. It's Anapanasati meditation. Breath meditation, my dear friends. Go on, observe your breath. Keep observing your breath. If you get any thoughts, cut the thoughts right away and come back to the breath. Last 1 minute. Final 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, friends, take your hands, both hands, and keep your others. Keep on your eyes for 5 seconds and slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes, slowly come back. Okay, friends, you can switch on the videos now. So now we'll be starting the holistic lifestyle principles. Let's start the holistic lifestyle principles, my dear friends. So friends, last week, basically on Saturday, we have covered the holistic lifestyle principles, up to 3 principles we have covered. We have 7 more principles to cover. So let's start. Okay. So now the 4th principle we discuss, actually very, very important principles. In fact, so many of you will be knowing some of the details, but still I want to throw the light on this. Okay. It's very important principle. That is, so the drinking water, basically, it's very, very important. One of the most important, the part of the holistic lifestyle. How the drinking water should be, how much water we have to drink, when to drink, how to drink, what is the quality of the water we need to drink. So important aspect in the day-to-day life, my dear friends. So if you start looking at the society, my dear friends, at present, what we do is we try to purchase the water, right? So we don't get water freely in this, especially in this current society. Most of the places, if you go and check, we always get the water. So of course, you have to pay the price and all these things. Maybe you are living in the villages side, so you may get some clean water, right, from the nearby lakes or whatever. Otherwise, most of the urban cities are covered with the water network some extent, and remaining water they buy from the local tankers, local bore wells, and all these things. Anyhow, so first of all, let's discuss a little bit on the current state of this water. Then we'll come back to the solution for the current society, the current problems in the society. Okay, what is the best solution? What is the ancient method? What is the ancient method through which we can resolve this issue? Okay, let's start that. So, friends, the current days, what happens is, so most of the water If it is coming from the river, then it comes to reservoir. Then through the pipeline, it comes to the it comes to the local reservoir, and after the cleaning from the local reservoir, it will be supplied to the various houses and different places in the particular town. So it happens like that. Okay. If it is a village nearby, you may have some small reservoir or a lake. From there, it will be processed and then it will be sent to the different houses. But what happens here is there are some problems. But basically, one thing is this river water, whatever comes, it will have good amount of minerals in it, no doubt. But also, as the rivers are also contaminated, a lot of contamination happening nowadays. Then there also you find a lot of chemicals added into that. Unless you properly clean that water, you can't directly you can use it. You can't use it. That's why what they do, they take to the maybe some processing center, or you can say like a reservoir, and nearby some cleansing center will be there. So that's where what they do, they try to take that water and then they add a lot of maybe some chlorination, chlorine they add, right? It's called chlorine water. So once the chlorine is added, mostly some bacteria, all these things will be died. But the chlorine is added into the water. So drinking that water is also very harmful, friends, to our physical body. It's very, very harmful. So that's why any water comes to the tap water. Again, what we do in the house, we try to fit one aquaguard filter. Then we supply this water to the aquaguard filter. Aquaguard filter, what it does, it removes the odor, smell, chemicals, all this. In fact, what it does is bacteria, viruses. Also, it will be killed. Okay, but it will try to keep intact your so-called especially the minerals. Okay, minerals and TD, that's called total dissolved salts. What is existing in the water, it won't be disturbed by UV filter. Okay, so this is okay for the your rainwater comes from the river source. Okay, this is not okay for the water which is taken from the borewell, from the deep within the ground, within the soil. You get the water from very high, the deepest distance. Okay, so that water will have highest amount of minerals. It means it has got lot of unnecessary minerals also. What are the necessary minerals for our physical body? Magnesium, phosphorus, sodium chloride. Okay, so all these kind of things, these kind of minerals are required. Okay, calcium, especially zinc, so phosphorus. So these chemicals are very much required for our physical body. Okay, so these must be available through the water. If it is supplied through the water, it is very easy to digest, my dear friends. It is very easy to absorb into the body also, in fact. So that is the beauty of that's the power of the water, I can say. Okay. Anyhow, so when you take from the ground, what happened? You will have excess minerals, more than what is required minerals. Maybe some fluoride. Fluoride also will be added into that. Fluoride also will come if you go into the deep down, take the water up, lift it, then you will get that and extra minerals, unnecessary minerals. Then the water taste also will be totally different, not like a river water. It will be not drinkable. It is like salty, all this stuff. Salty will be there. Sometimes it's very hard. Water also very hard. Even if you if you clean the vessels, right? Clean the vessels and all that, then it leaves a lot of stains on it, a lot of stains and marks on it. Even the cleansing vessels also not proper, in fact. So such is the situation right now going on, friends. Then what happened? We try to go with the RO filtering, that is reverse osmosis filtering, reverse osmosis filtering. So that what it does is take the entire water, remove all the minerals, whether required or unrequired, not required minerals, everything it will remove, and it will give you the zero water. That is zero water, zero minerals water. Okay, it's not mineral water, it's zero minerals. Okay, which is not going to be doing any good for the physical body. Okay, but in fact in the cities, so there is no other way. There is no other way as it is available right now currently. So people are drinking the water which is filtered by ROHS. So that is a reverse osmosis basically, and then it is sent to the all the homes, apartment, and everywhere. So they consume that actually, in fact. So you see how tragedy and now kind of a pathetic situation what we are going through on this earth, the blue planet. The earth is a blue planet, isn't it? So it has got huge amount of water, 75%, 78% water on this earth planet, but still we are starving. We are starving, droughts, we are unable to get proper water. All this is man-made destruction, my dear friends. Man-made destruction. We have no, in fact, we are not all thinking about the future, what would happen. Even we are not thinking about water, we are not thinking about the soil, we are not thinking about the air, we are not thinking about anything surrounding the nature also. Okay, so such is the situation currently, which is going to be much more damaging, friends. It's not easy to recover. It's already 50% we are gone. Another 50% only remaining now. That 50% also, if we spoil, then the humanity cannot stay on that planet. It has to vacate. Okay, such a situation may come. Okay, but all that depends on us. Okay, how much care we take and what is the kind of wisdom we gain on this earth planet. So with the great wisdom, we have to behave wisely. Okay, we have to behave very wisely. So then we'll be able to protect ourselves and we'll be able to live. So co-live, live, let live. Okay, that's the principle humanity has to follow. Humanity has to adopt in their day-to-day lifestyle. Okay, friends. So anyhow, so if you go and discuss, say very long subject, but still I cut short. So this water, whatever comes into the society, either through borewell or through the whatever the river water, through the pipeline, whatever it may be, they are not as such so good to drink, especially, and so harmful also. No guarantee what kind of water we get it. Then that is why what happened? People are allowed to go to the can water. Nearby local people, some can water will come. Otherwise, some bottled water. We go and buy the mineral water outside in the supermarkets, isn't it? So that's also is a problem. But what happens is, friends, if that kind of water comes to a house, you should have 2 meters. One is pH meter, one is TDS meter. When we talk about drinking water, to know these two are very important. Okay, what pH water does? Potency of hydrogen. It is going to measure pH value of the water. If it is 7.2 and above, okay, it's a good drinkable water. If it is 7 below 7, 6.5, all this, not a non-drinkable water. Okay, the reason is it's a non-drinkable water. Why? It is 6.5 is called acidic water. If it is 7 and above, it's called alkaline water. Always remember this. The alkaline water, if you drink, the alkalinity of nature of the the blood itself will become alkaline. Okay, when you drink it, what happens? It goes into the body. The water goes into the body. Then finally, it will be absorbed with the absorbed into the blood vessels only. It mixes with the blood, right? It mixes the especially this water element will be mixed with the blood. So then the blood also will be pure. Okay, because alkaline water you are drinking, then blood also will be alkaline nature. In fact, correct, no? So that is the reason you must have alkaline water. Always remember this. Okay, these 2 meters must be there in the house. Okay, now TDS meter, total dissolved salts. What should be the TDS value of a good drinkable water? It must be 150 to 200. But what is happening with the so-called the mineral water, can water, what you come to your house? They claim that it's a good water, clean water, isn't it? But if you go and see, measure the minerals, amount of minerals what exists in the water. So so for our surprise, it may be about 50 to 30, 30 to 50. Okay, it's very low value. Wherein that means minerals are not there. Minerals are removed. Then what happens? That kind of water, if you drink, it don't do any purpose to our physical body. It may have some purpose of so-called the excretion. Excretion means like stools passing and remove the cleansing, all that it may do. It may do so much, but it can't do beyond anything there. Okay. See what water can do. Water can do many things in the physical body, not only keeping hydration of cells. It also supplies required nutrients to the body. Required nutrients to the physical cells, the bodily cells, in fact. Also, it is much useful for the cleansing process, especially visarjana. That means the excretion system. Also, it is helped by water. Understand? But also, water has got oxygen in it. The water, once you take inside, it has got oxygen element also. H2O, hydrogen, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Both are clubbed. That's called H2O. That also oxygen is there. That oxygen is extracted by blood. Again, it is very much important for the blood circulation when it goes through, right? So that's all, friends. So now, so keep this water, especially I'm telling, keep this water pH value and TDS value properly when you are drinking So in your house, okay, do that. And also, the water must be unnecessary virus, bacteria. It must be away from that. The water must be clean, not to have any kind of bad bacteria or bad virus enter through water to our physical body, which causes a lot of diseases. In fact, right? All this cholera, so this malaria, all this will come. Whatever you drink water, a bad water, even typhoid, especially typhoid comes to water. If water is contaminated, you will get typhoid, right? Isn't it? So that's the way it happens, friends. So anyway, now what is the best way of cleansing this water, especially? So this water, if you want to cleanse, friends, so we have to go back to our ancient technique. Our munis, rishis, all the great masters, right? They used to carry one copper kamandalam, okay, copper kamandalam. So they drink from that water. The copper kamandalam, they drink water from that, right? So it means there is an importance. Anything which is set out, anything which is explained by are so-called our yogis, our ancient masters. Such is those are actually having a great scientific background, but it's not explained scientifically. It is explained as a culture. It is explained as a part of a culture, our own Hindu culture. Okay. Now, this is also one of that. What do they do? What do they suggest is this copper vessel is very, very important. Throughout the year, what we say always is we suggest to use, like you take, anything, whatever you take, 20 liter, one or 10 liter, one copper big vessel, you take it. If not vessel, I mean, if you don't have a copper vessel, you take normal steel vessel only. But you must prepare one copper sheet for that. Otherwise, the 10 to 20 liter, a single, like a single water tank, right? And having this 20 liter and then store it, right? So if it is a copper vessel, throughout the night you keep it. So throughout the night you keep it. Next day morning, you have to wipe it out, all the internal walls of this copper vessel nicely. Okay, with the help of tamarind or with the help of the lemon with the lemon with the having some salt on it. Then neatly wipe out all the inner walls. Okay, because the inner walls are already absorbed. The kind of any kind of a bacteria, virus, and then some odor, some chemicals, and not only that, so any kind of other harmful things which are there in the water, everything will be attracted. That means everything will be attracted towards the walls of this copper vessel. So that's the beauty of copper vessel. So the very, very important thing which we need to know, right? So that's why copper vessel directly can use. And the next step, 24 hours. So in the night, if you fill the water in it and then keep it, then next day morning it is ready for use. But when you are using it, of course, after that, you have to clean the copper vessel again before pouring the new water. Okay, remember this point, my friends. So if you do this, then this is going to be much, much helpful, friends. It's going to be what exactly it does is, friends, if you take any copper vessel, right? So it is, as I told you right now, is going to be much, much helpful in such a way, is going to release some free electrons, basically. So from in its own orbital, so there are some free electrons are there. So free electrons will be released into the water. So water gets energized. The water becomes charged water, in fact. Okay, right? So that's the power of this water. And also, any kind of acidity problems, anything, if you keep drinking this water, it will go away. Even what you need to do is the water before pouring into this copper vessel, maybe if you want to, you can, if you want to, you can heat the water, boil the water, let it cool down. Let it cool down, then you can, collect it to the copper vessel and keep it for overnight. It's perfect water. Okay, so that is the kind of water you must drink, friends. So you must drink. In fact, copper is adding, some of its electrons to the water. The water becomes energized. Very powerful water. If anybody drink that water, so absolutely they'll be healthy. No doubt on that. So that's why. So the drinking water this is the ancient method we suggest many people, friends. Okay, you can follow throughout the year also. There's no problem at all. Okay, you don't need any other things like UV filter, this, that, all that. All that may not be required if you just use this. Or if you want to have some other kind of filters, natural filters, wherein minerals also will be added by it. Okay, that kind of filters also available, which I use in my house, that natural filter, which what it does is the water, I take any water can, anything, if I pour that water in that, what it does is the water goes through some 5 layers. The first layer is sand, second layer is brick, third layer is mud, fourth layer is lime. So fifth layer is some, some other the pebbles. Okay. So this way, 5 layers are provided here. In the 5 layers, the water go through one layer by layer by layer by layer. It attaches a lot of minerals. Then at the end of the, at the end, what happened? It has got a lot of minerals like calcium, phosphorus, zinc, and potassium. All these are magnesium, all added this. So those minerals, if we take output of this particular filter, that water we drink, then we get all these minerals to physical body. So physical body will be intact, happy, healthy also. It will be very rigid, very rugged, friends. So that's how we need to manage our life. Okay. So the water is very, very important. As I told you, as we discussed also, 78% of water is there in our physical body. The brain has got 93% water. Blood has got 95% of water, right? So it doesn't, it means that the percentage of water exists in your physical body all the time. It must be proper. So that we see most of the problems, friends, most of the problems happens 2-3 ways only, not much for our physical body. The primary thing is this digestion system should not be heated too much. Generally, it happens because when the digestive system is what the digestive system means is it like a machine, any other machine. So the machine is keep on working, for example. The machine is keep on working. Then what will happen? So it go on generate the heat, no, inside the machine. So that heat will be accumulated, piled up in the digestion system. Then it is going to damage many organs around it. The liver will be impacted, and the pancreas will be impacted. Then they won't function properly. Then the digestion system also will damage. Then the highest amount of heat leads to acidity and gastric problems. So the all digestion problems, everything will start. That is why what we need to do always, we need to cool down our own, some stomach area, digestion system, cool down. So if you want to cool down, you should have good amount of water, like every hourly once, 2 glasses or 1 glass minimum. You go on drink in this summer, especially the peak summer. What's going on now? You should have the more amount of water is equal to your weight. For example, I mean as per the weight, what your body weight. For example, you have a let's say you have 50 kgs, right? You need to drink 6% of that. That means 3 liter water. That's all. If you drink that much water, then you'll be able to really hydrate the body. Entire body can be hydrated properly. Your cells must be hydrated properly. Remember this. If your cells are not hydrated properly, it attracts a lot of other diseases, friends. It introduces a lot of diseases in the physical body. So that's the reason. So this drinking water, especially, is very, very important. So please follow this much, this one. So these many suggestions you can follow, and especially in the summer. So more amount of liquids, like especially coconut water, right? Coconut water is very important. Buttermilk is important, right? So likewise, some juices. So fresh fruit juices, and also in fact, you can also try to use more of green juices, green juice made up of coriander leaves, isn't it? So such kind of things we must follow. Then what happens? We can cool down our particular digestion system. Like your stomach can be cooled down as much as possible. So you can also follow the so-called ice pack, not ice pack, basically cold pack on the abdomen, so that it reduces the temperature, it reduces the heat, it takes out the heat of the stomach area. So mainly, as I told you, the diseases will come. So one is the mind. Mind introduces a lot of diseases because of the lot of negative thoughts and negative mental patterns. A lot of so there are other negative, all the negative things which we go on thinking and experiences, right? And reset workers, like a lot of attachment, a lot of depression, many things happens, right? So with all these things, what happen? So it is going to introduce a lot of the disease into the physical body. They are called psychosomatic diseases, friends. Along with that, the digestion system, if it is heated up too much, and its capacity, if it loses its capacity, not able to digest properly, then it is also going to introduce a lot of disease. Is also one of the thing. And also, if the detoxification is not proper in the physical body, it is also going to introduce a lot of problems. Okay, a lot of health problems will come because of the improper detoxification of the physical body. Okay, right, friends. So let's go to the other topic, friends, today. So now we have discussed thoroughly about the water, drinking water, and of course, as we discussed in the previous class also, the drinking water, quality of water we discussed now. The way we drink is, of course, we have already discussed in the previous class also. We have to stand, we have to sit neatly and drink the water. Sip by sip, we have to drink the water. We should never swallow the water suddenly, right? We should gulp it slowly, like a tea, coffee, how we drink, right? So we should drink like that. Sit and comfortably drink, okay? How much amount of water depends upon the weight of the physical body. Also very important. And method of drinking water, morning to night, okay? So not during the course of food. If you are eating the food, no water. 1 hour before water, 1 hour after water. Okay. So likewise, we follow, friends. So then we wonderful. Okay. Now, when we talk about water, there's one more thing is the life energy of the water. Very, very important. How does it work? Life energy. You just go to the temple, right? Go to the temple, and then if you go to near to the Garbhagudi, then they will be offering you some tirtha. Tirtha we drink, right? Isn't it? We drink with so sacredly, right? So all we do that with a great devotion. The reason is, friends, this water is the energy is water. Because the priest is going to tell lot of mantras. The mantras vibrations are there, no? The vibrations will be captured by the water. Water is such an element that it has got highest amount of memory. In front of the water, keeping in front of the water, you are drinking water, whatever it may be. You should not talk any unnecessary words, negative words. It capture. Then when you drink the same water, it will give you. It goes inside you. Then those negative vibrations you have to suffer. Isn't it? So why should we do that? When there is a water around us where we are utilizing for dinner, for our own drinking purpose, we must be very careful. We must be very alert. What kind of language we should use in front of water, because water has got a memory power. It captures whatever you say, right? The same thing will be transmitted to you once you consume it, once you drink it, isn't it? So that's why life energy is there in the water. Be careful about it. And life energy, how can we see, especially the water which comes from somewhere, river and reservoir, all this, no, that loses completely the life energy, friends. It is zero life energy water. Even a drink also, it won't do much, not much good for your prana shakti, especially pranic energy. It doesn't help, right? Then what kind of help, what kind of water it will help for a pranic shakti or pranic force? That is spring water directly. If you go to spring, a lot of water is falling down in the mountains and all. That is the real water. Okay, so that's how it happened. But other than that, so that's anyway not available for everybody, right? Right, it's not available. Then what we need to do is in our own house, okay, friends, at our own home, what we can do is we can use pyramid for recharging the water. Pyramid on the top of the bottle or can, right? So if you just take this one simple pyramid like this, just keep it on the what are the water bottle you drink, right? Keep it like this for maybe about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 1 hour. If you keep it, it will charge. Okay, then you'll be able to drink the chargeable water, right? So that's how, right? If you just keep the water, one glass bottle you take, blue glass bottle, fill the water, keep in the sun. Okay, it will charge. Okay, it will receive a lot of cosmic energy. It will charge. That also energetic water. The energy will be communicated to your body. Whatever the water capture the energy, right? This cosmic energy because of the pyramid. The directly a blue water bottle kept in the so-called under the sun for 30-40 minutes. It absorbs the cosmic energy, universal energy. It gives it to you, right? You'll be healthy always, right? So likewise, friends, is absolute very, very necessary in order to understand about the life force and life energy. We have to be very careful. And so try to always charge the water through these methods and then utilize it. Okay, it will be much better. Now, let's discuss the fifth one, kashaya, friends. The herbal decoctions. The kashaya and herbal decoction, we all know. So this is not a new thing for India, okay, or ancient Bharat. We have been using this like Shunti kashaya, right? So then the neem kashaya. So we can do kashayas with any leaves, friends, any leaves. If you take 20 leaves, put into the water, a boiled water of 2 glasses, put this into, then the water gets down by so go on boiling, then it comes to 1.5 glass. Then you switch off, then you can add little palm jaggery or something, then you can serve hot. Okay, that's how the tulsi kashaya. You can do any kind of kashayas. Okay, kashaya doing is so simple like this. You have to do. But what is the advantages? Great advantages. For example, anybody is suffering with anything, there is a kashaya for that particular disease. Okay, we used to teach these things in the 365 days Kannada program every day morning, isn't it? So, like that, what you need to do is take these kashayas of different things, tulasi, neem, isn't it? Menti. So, likewise, many things happen. If you go on attempt it, there are many things with us within your kitchen. You have lot of things. Okay, so these dalchin chakka, so all these kind of things are there. Okay, and pepper, black pepper, wonderful, isn't it? So likewise, many things are there, ingredients are there in your kitchen only. They will be used for making the kashaya, friends. Okay, and all the leaves also. If you do that, then let me tell you, whatever the disease, it will be quickly healed. Along with your other medication or whatever, if you try to use this kashaya, decoction, it's called decoction also, friends, then it's going to be wonderfully working. Okay, for example, even for a recently we discussed. So even for a kidney related, like kidney failure, kidney related also, what it does is if you have, if you basically what happens is if you try to take one, 1 cup of water, then add this tea, especially tea powder, tea leaves, and then go on boil it. Go on boil it. So this particular thing, it becomes something called black, like a black tea. You can say black tea or black decoction. So that is going to be wonderfully working. It's going to cleanse the kidneys especially, right, friends? So it has to work properly. Means this is wonderful tonic. It's like it works like a tonic. It activates the kidneys itself. In fact, so likewise, so with the kashayas, you can achieve many things. I'm telling you. For example, if you have cold and cough, just go for the tulsi kashaya, sunti kashaya. So shunti kashaya, like dry ginger kashaya, very helpful. If you are somebody suffering from fever, go to just take the help of tulsi kashaya. Wonderful, isn't it? So likewise, friends, there are wonderful methods. We can keep working on it. Okay, it will be wonderfully working. And then, so what this kashaya is especially if you take over the period, not like today you take and tomorrow you forget. If you take over the period, it will definitely do the great purpose to your physical body. Is going to be much helpful, I'm telling you. So start using this kashayas. Forget about your coffee, tea, first of all, friends. Coffee, tea, all these things you must forget it as much as possible. Everything has to be taken out from our day-to-day life. Okay, there are all British method of drinking tea, coffee, all that. It's never the Indian method. Always Indian method is like drinking the decoctions or this herbal kashayas. That's our method. Okay, please follow that. Now the one more, the sixth holistic lifestyle principle is, friends. So utensils for cooking, especially when we are trying to use utensil for cooking, is earthen pots or otherwise iron tawas for cooking purpose, friends. Very important. So no non-stick utensils. So in non-stick utensils must be very strictly avoided. Very important, I'm telling you. Otherwise, it's going to damage your health, friends. So especially these utensils, what you are using for cooking. Now, seventh point is uses of plastic, friends. So using the plastic, especially what is the disadvantage? I explained in the earlier class also, the plastic must be avoided all the time. So what is the disadvantage? Let's go to that disadvantage part, friends. Anything in nowadays you see, so many items we use, right? So like with the plastic especially, we try to use plastic bottles, plastic vessels, plastic boxes, plastic plates, spoons, glasses, packets, whatever. What are all the things possible with this so-called the plastic, we are making it and then we are using it in a daily life. But what happened? They have adverse effect on the health, my dear friends. So and also there is going to damage the environment also very well. So how it's going to damage the environment means any plastic item you throw on the ground, it is not going to be decomposed for next 300 years. 300 years it will stay like that only. Then you can imagine what kind of chemical emanation happens from that particular item. So it's not going to be damaged. It will not decomposed also into the ground. So that is why it's going to be much damaging to the environment. The primarily what happens, friends? So this kind of plastic we are using, right? If you suppose if you are storing a hot milk, hot water, right? Don't never do that. If you start doing that, then the chemical that these plastic nanoparticles will melt slowly and into the water. It will get into water. Then if you drink that water, you're also drinking that plastic nanoparticles. They'll go and stuck in the small intestine. They'll avoid an absorption of good amount of minerals what's coming to the body. The minerals will be generated, isn't it? Through water, through the food, will be giving a good amount of nutrients and minerals. That will not be absorbed by the small intestine, and then it doesn't go into the blood also, right? So the reason is this, especially the small intestine walls, these nanoparticles of this plastic is there, no? It go on accumulate there, friends. It go on accumulate there. So that is why, so what will happen is, so it is not able to absorb, it's not able to absorb the proper nutrients. So when it's not able to absorb the proper nutrients, what happens? It causes the deficiency. It causes the deficiency means then we obviously our air will be lost, right? Air will not go properly, bald head will come, and especially for ladies also a lot of air loss, always air loss, they suffer, isn't it? So that's how these things are going on, friends. So that is why very important is avoid the plastic. Okay, for anything, for any preservation or whatever it may be, right? Conservation or preservation of any particular item, storing of any item. For all that, if you always try to avoid the plastic, instead of that, steel, iron, right? Maybe some copper. So all these things you can use very much. Okay, which will be much helpful. This is the seventh holistic lifestyle principle, friends. Now, what is the eighth principle? Eighth holistic lifestyle principle is walking is must. Okay, why the walking is must? Walking for a 1 hour or hour and a half is very beneficial every day for everybody, my friends. So, in fact, it is the best if you compare with any other exercises. It is the best exercise I can say. Best vyayam, friends. So what will happen is, so always we have to we have to consider that every day we have to allocate some time, morning or evening, right? Along with the friends or whatever, you must allocate some time for walking, right? In a day-to-day life, I'm telling you, friends. So most of the people they are sitting and working, friends. They are just in the sitting position and then keep on working. Then what happened? The strain gets developed within the muscles, within the back and muscles everywhere. It gets a lot of it gets developed. Then it will stiffen a lot of part of the body also. Then if you go for a walking, you can relieve all the stress, friends. You can relieve the stress and then body also become flexible. That's the reason. So you must not, avoid the walking at all. You must walk every day. You must walk minimum 1.5 hours, right? Morning 45 minutes, evening 30 minutes, whatever it may be. 1 hour, 1.5 hour per day, friends. Very important. And walking also, how long you have walked, that is very important. Then how fast you have walked. Okay. Generally, people what happen walking means so they go very fast, like jogging or kind of running, and then they come back immediately. Maybe it's a 15 to 20 minutes they spend, then they come back. It's not that way, friends. Walking means so along with the friends, then especially the garden, right? A lot of the fresh breeze of air is coming, and then we are consuming it, and then we are healthy. And then what happens? Good friends are there, good companions. Then we can discuss while going and coming. Some kind of good discussion happens with the friends, isn't it? So all these are the greatest benefits, friends. If you go for a walking, if you don't go for a walking, you won't get all these things. And also, when you are going for a walking for long walk, what happens? So slowly, if you go on for long walk and come back, right? So by the time the entire body movements will come, the physical body, lot of body movements will come, sweat also will come. Some toxicants will go through that so-called the sweat which is coming out of the physical body. That is very important, isn't it? So we generally don't care about it, but it's very important. The part of the detoxification process, this sweat going out of the physical body by walking this 1.5 hour, friends. So now, so there is one more thing we need to understand is, friends, this especially our inside the body, when we are saying that why this walking is must inside our physical body, there's a 5 to 6 liters of blood is going through or flowing through our physical body. In that 5 to 6 grams of only glucose, friends. Okay. Beyond that, what happens is, if it is more than 5 to 6 grams of the 5 to 6 grams of the this glucose exists in the physical body or in the blood, what happens? Then it becomes a diabetic. That means what always happens is, why you should walk is, when you walk, friends, for every 15 minutes, 1 gram of glucose will be burnt. Imagine. Then 75 minutes if you walk in a day, the entire glucose will be burnt. It will be completely consumed. All the glucose, friends, within the physical body. Then what happens? So obviously the fresh food you can take now. Then you'll also get appetite, hunger, because you already consumed that 5 grams or 6 grams by walking up 75 minutes. Okay. Otherwise, many people are telling you, so this 75, 5 to 6 grams will be there. So that is also not used properly. And again, they're eating a lot of things. What they're eating? They're eating all the bakery products and the pizza, burger, and as well a lot of sweets which are made up of sugar. Then how come, and also the especially children, they go for because of summer now, they go for the cool drinks. The cool drink, there's a huge amount of sugar, which is just straight away it will get into your body. It goes into the blood. If you start, you start using this cool drinks and all these things, friends. That's how what happened. So definitely, so in that case, what happened is going to add up so many so many grams of glucose. Already 5 to 6 grams. But now with this kind of practices, what happened, friends? With this kind of bad practices, it will be increased from 50 milligrams, in our physical body, the amount of glucose, I'm telling, amount of glucose, 50 grams, 100 grams, 150 grams, it reaches sometimes by eating a lot of sugar sweets. Then who will be able to burn this? Nobody can burn. Then, in fact, you want to walk, you have to walk 30, 40 hours continuously. Then it may burn. But it's highly practically impractical. It's an impractical solution. Then what must be done in order to consume this excess amount of the so-called glucose which is existing in the physical body? Then obviously we know the best methods are like fasting. Friends, fasting also can be done, and walking. Walking also, every day you must walk, and also input what you are taking. Have very good control on that. Don't take unnecessary things. Try to have the very good control on the input, whatever you are taking to the mouth, into the physical body. Whatever you are taking, be very cautious on that. Try to take all the food with a lot of the fiber-rich food. Okay, like a siridhanyas, millets. Use that. Then what happened? Your whole lifestyle will be changed, and then you never suffer with any kind of diseases. And walking is there with you every day. You go to you go to walk 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, or 1.5 hour. Then it's going to give much energy also, friends. Energy, and especially the glucose consumption also will be proper if you are walking. If you are not walking, it's go on get pile up. So when it go on get pile up, what happens, friends? Ultimately, glucose level in the blood will be raised like anything. So that raised glucose, what happens is, especially the liver and pancreas gland. What these two does is, they understand, okay, so much sugar is there, so much already the ton, like a lot of filing of sugar is there within the physical body, which is anyway not possible to burn with the kind of lifestyle what I have. Then what should I do? Then the liver and pancreas gland, they take this excessive sugar from the blood, they try to convert into triglycerides, otherwise so-called especially it generates, it generates fat cells also generate, and it also generates bad cholesterol into the physical body, LDL especially. It will increase. All this, all the negative impacts of the excessive amount of glucose. So in order to burn this properly, every day if you do properly the walking, walking if you do properly, so about 75 minutes or 1 hour, it is going to keep your glucose levels in the balanced state, friends. So these are the great important thing. The great important thing of the walking, and the walking is the mandatory. Walking is highly recommended to everybody on everyday basis, my friends. Now, if you see nowadays children, especially what they do is they go for the gym for the exercises. They don't go for walking also. Again, walking also, they use the treadmill and use it. But how how natural it is. Friends, if you are walking on treadmill, instead of that, walk for half an hour, like half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, finish. Yeah, the beautiful greenery will be there, beautiful people will be there around you, they'll be keep talking, right? Some other things. Then keep talking to them, and then you're gonna just go for a walking and come back. Then you see the difference, what's going to happen within you, friends. So that's why let's always understand that the youth, so anything 30 years less than that, they can do a brisk, maybe brisk walking or jogging, but no more running, friends. Okay, beyond this age 35, 40, what do they do is, friends, they can go for a small walk. That means like you can say a slow walk, need not to be very fast. You can go slow walk, and after 35, 40, no question of going to gym and doing all this very strenuous exercise, very hard exercise. Don't do that. That's not going to be helpful at all. Let me tell you. Okay, please remember this. Now, friends, the ninth holistic principle is sleeping. Sleep is mandatory. Sleep is very, very mandatory. Okay, remember this. So it's very, very important, friends. Sleep is very mandatory. A good sleep, friends, is going to be improving a lot of immunity within you. It's very, very highly recommended that person should have good sleep in the night. At least as I explained in the previous class also. Total in the night, 6 hours sleep or 8 hours sleep. There is only 1 hour in the mid of the day, mid of the night. That 1 hour, if we miss it, then we are going to lose the recharge of we are going to lose the opportunity of recharging our own battery. So we have within our physical body, we have our own battery, my dear friends. So to charge it properly, what must be done? We must recharge it on a daily basis. For that only, see, throughout the day, we use this physical body, mind. Then entire battery will be keep discharging, isn't it? You can't keep the energy like that only. It will be discharged by night, by evening. Then again, you have to charge it, no? Then that is why the nature has given a gift that's called sleep. Sleep for everybody. In fact, for all the animals on this earth planet. So we go to sleep and then gain the cosmic energy or gain the prana shakti in the night, during the sleep. So that is going to be very important, friends. It's going to energize you. It is going to keep you resistant proof for all the kind of disease, any kind of disease, my dear friends. So that's why many people are forgetting to sleep also because of hectic schedules in their own lives, my dear friends. Very, 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 very damaging, I can say, right? So many people, they have routine of waking up late and going late to the night to the bed. They also go to the bed also very, very late and getting up also very late. Now, so in fact, they'll not be able to see the sun at any time. That kind of people are there in the current society, my dear friends. They are not able to see the sun also. By the time sun comes in the morning, they are sleeping. And by the time the sun is going out, then they are waking up and then start working. So see how opposite we are. So it's going to be much, much damaging, friends. Anyhow, so sleep in the night is mandatory. And nowadays, improper sleep, because of improper sleep, many people are following, like, they are trying to take tablets. In fact, they are going for because of the sleep disorders, they are going for, they are accustomed or habituated to say so-called this sleep tablets, especially friends. So for the sleepness, so they give tablets. They are habituated to it. Very, very dangerous. Okay, it's going to be very, very harmful for the physical body. If you are any chance, if you are using it, please take it out. We have many methods in order to get the good sleep. Okay, we have mudra therapy, we have acupressure therapy is there, we have home remedies are there. Just follow that. Talk to some friends, take some advice. Okay, so talk to wellness experts and take some more advice like that. And we are explaining in this every class all the steps required. And we are of course, meditation also helps in a great manner to get a good sleep in the night. Just before starting your meditation, before starting your sleep, sit in the meditation straight away on the bed itself, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then slowly get into the yoga nidra. It will come. Why not? Why not? It happens. It happens everybody, isn't it? So that's how, friends. So the sleep is very, very mandatory, I'm telling you. And especially another thing is during the night when you're sleeping, okay, the brain, what it does is it introduces the repairing and rejuvenation mechanism in the entire physical body. You see other beauty of sleep. Not that just sleep, we are going in the sleep and then nothing is working. No, there are involuntary functions which are conducted by your brain with the help of some of the parts, like liver is working, and your the so-called the both lungs are working all the time. That's it. So those things will be always working. So what it does is, what the brain does is, and that means whenever there is a something called say when you go to the sleeping, what happens? The brain, what it does is it go and generate some chemicals. The chemicals will be directly, they'll be flowing down and enter into the blood stream. Then it goes to different organs, friends. So that's how what happened. So if you go for a sleep properly, definitely what happens is these particular biochemicals which are generated by your brain, so they will be properly connected. Otherwise, what happens if you miss the sleep in the night, will be postponed or it will never happen. Then you will lose the good health, my dear friends. You lose the opportunity for gaining the good health. That is why very, very important to have a nice sleep in the night. Remember this, okay? And so these are the simple things, okay? Everybody can practice, but we don't have time. We are not listening to ourselves, first of all. We are always forgetting about ourselves also, as much as possible. That is why we are facing all these troubles, my dear friends. Now, finally, the 10th holistic lifestyle principle, friends. So now we'll be discussing this and then closing our today's session. Then we will continue tomorrow also. So the final one is meditation, friends. Dhyana. Okay, we all know how the meditation is going to help us in our day-to-day life. So our current lifestyle, what happens, friends? The lot of stress is involved. Everything, talking, right, doing, and whatever you are doing good or bad. You are supposed to, or you're exposed to the lot of so-called stress levels. So these stress levels, anytime, it's going to do a lot of damage to your own physical body. What to do? So you have to remove the stress, or you have to reduce the stress. For that only we do meditation. If you do meditation, what happens? This so-called the stress or whatever happens in the physical body, that will be slowly vacated. Because what happened? All the any kind of problems, right? In the especially with respect to our mind and whatever. So they have to be corrected. All the mind qualities, all the mind disturbances need to be corrected. Means meditation is must. Meditation is always necessary in order to correct yourself, friends. So that is the reason. So what we need to do is we have to go through this. Okay. So remember this, and then friends. And also, if anybody believes in the existence and so-called soul consciousness, all this we know. As a meditators, we always know. So if you know that you want to really achieve that, or if you want to experience it, meditation is the only way to take you into that kind of higher realms of experiences, friends. So that's why very important to have meditation with us all the time. Then it's going to give you even the liberation of your own soul from the so-called this dukkha. So especially this worldly life, friends. The worldly life, what all we are facing, basically, how much you are facing, how much worldly issues you are facing. Like, you are liberating, you are going to be liberated from all that once you start doing meditation. You will understand, you will realize without fail, you are going to realize, friends. That's why self-realization is very much possible because of meditation only. Through only meditation, self-realization is possible on this earth planet. Okay. Okay, friends. Thank you so much for patiently listening to all these 10 principles we have completed by today. And tomorrow we'll continue the holistic lifestyle part 3. Thank you so much. Right, friends. Any questions you have, you can put the questions for next 3 to 5 minutes. Then we'll be closing the session for today. Holistic lifestyle part 2, we are going to close. Yes, Lakshmi Kantama, you can unmute and speak.
Sir, today's subject was interesting.
Yeah.
About water, meditation.
Yeah. Right. So you gone through the good knowledge.
Yet to
Yes.
learn more, sir. There is
Yeah.
so much to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
And
Always.
as I was telling that actually I was pre-diabetic 6 months back. Then I became non-diabetic. That was during last year, in the end of the year. That is in December. So when I went and checked yesterday, it has come to the border. That is, it was 5.6 non-diabetic. Now it is 5.8. But I was not taking medicine. I don't want to take now also. But how to reduce it to bring to the normal?
No, it's very simple. Diabetic, if you are diabetic, it's so simple to come out. Actually, as far as I know. So if you come to the acupressure point of view, we always say that there is a point number 26, point number 25, the pancreas point, and point number 16, the lymph gland point. Okay, these 2 points we have to press properly.
25,
Every day
25,
morning, afternoon, evening. 25 and 16. These 2 points on the both hands and both the legs also available. One is pancreas point, but point number 25, and lymph gland point is point number 16. We have to do that. Then other thing is, are you drinking the coriander juice by any chance?
Sir, morning I take a coriander, pudina with tulsi, 1 glass of juice.
Okay, do
But
that.
I recently started, not long back. About 15 days I continuously am taking.
Yeah, if you keep doing it, then it will improve a lot. No doubt in that. And especially take care of the situation of your own stomach heat must be reduced all the time. It's very important for the these diabetic patients.
So stomach portion should be cool.
Yeah, it should be balanced, not very cool also, not very hot. Must be balanced state. For that, whatever possible, whatever the green juice is one of the solution, and likewise other solutions also available. If you just follow that and follow the input food, especially for millets, restrict to millets. Millets and some kind of fiber-rich rice also okay. Unpolished rice also okay. It helps some extent.
Yeah, brown rice or millets I am taking. Sometimes that is Rajmudi local rice, not hybrid rice.
You can just keep
Ragi
changing.
also we
Keep
use.
changing. Yeah, keep changing. That's okay. If you go like that, then you are the so-called, you keep checking the value of the diabetes also not good. Psychologically, it's affecting you. And also, majorly, another major important thing for this so-called diabetic is stress, tension in the mind.
Might be
So,
that, sir.
if you get into tension, right? That's why we say do meditation, diabetic also will go. If you get into tension, what happens is, right, when you become so tense and all, then your body heat also will increase. That's going to damage, especially the pancreas functionality, and liver functionality, all it will be damaged. Okay, the proper insulin will not be produced by pancreas itself when the body is having a lot of heat. Understand? And so with this, not only this, there's a great theory. Today I taught in Kannada. Okay, about diabetes only I taught for almost 1 hour. Okay, so it's a very big video, very good video. I have also been done today in Kannada language. Okay, do you understand Kannada?
Sir, definitely, sir.
Okay. Then you take that video and just see for a diabetes. It is going to help you. That's all. Nothing else required.
Okay, sir.
I'll put in the group. No problem. Okay.
Sir, last I think in second or third class you have told that you will be sending some PPTs about this ongoing session.
PPTs of holistic lifestyle.
Might be, sir.
Yeah,
but not this. Not this.
Anyway, I think videos are coming, so I will try to reply that. I'll try to provide it. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, right, friends, and we'll be closing the session now. Yeah. Yeah. So, Veena asked for dialysis, cure for the dialysis. Yes, definitely. So, you contact me and contact me with my number. I'll give you the solution. 9036216555. Please contact this number. Right. Thank you so much, friends. Dhanyavad.